just had an experience in the shop. Father is manifesting His glory through guidance, guiding me, providing for me, and executing through me. Work has been going flawless, the work of invention, the work of creativity. The power of the Father is flowing like a river, flowing downhill. And I am communing with you, Father, in your presence. And I put everything together, and I'm just sitting there waiting for a few minutes to elapse, 2 o'clock to come. I could go pick up my kids. So I close my eyes and I begin to worship. Telling you, Father, my gratitude, expressing my gratitude. Acknowledging the flow of your power as responsible for the work that was accomplished. Close my eyes and in a meditative worshiping. And then I feel that tangible presence. I feel a tangible presence, an apparition right next to me. Right next to me. Right next to me to my left. And I quickly opened my eyes and I look and I saw this presence vanish. I saw this presence like I saw something vanish. It was there, and then when I looked, it vanished. I felt it. I felt that presence. And I looked, and as I looked, it vanished. But leaving like a residue that was visible for a fraction of a second. It was like the light playing a trick on me, like leaving a shadow behind it where a light was. The light went out and then there's a shadow left. My hair stood on end all over. It was like a reaction in my nervous system. It's like amazing. It left me speechless. It left me breathless. It gave me goosebumps. And it left me speechless and breathless. The manifest destiny, the manifest presence of the Father through the Spirit, through the Son, coalesced where my nervous system can detect it. LeBron Carter was explaining the Spirit through LeBron, was explaining that in worship, in prayer, in praise. The Father inhabits the atmosphere. The Father inhabits the atmosphere around you. Father, you inhabit the atmosphere. And your Holy Spirit taught me that as my worship is more pure, more and more pure, more and more depth, more and more heart, more intense, more glorious, that your presence coalesces. The word that the Spirit used is the presence folds upon itself like a thin membrane folding itself upon itself, folding itself upon itself, like the brain tissue folding itself upon itself, to the point where it becomes detectable by your nervous system, detectable by your nervous system, by the electrical field of your nervous system. And then if it continues and it continues and it continues, it becomes detectable by your eyesight. The manifest presence of the Spirit. The Spirit was explaining through LeBron Carter that when it appears, when the presence manifests itself like that, the reaction is sometimes is fear. In the instances that Jesus manifested himself, the first thing he said to them is, "Fear not, fear not." And the reason he said fear not is because he detected fear. In the apparition in the Sea of Galilee, when he appeared to the men in the storm, they thought it was a ghost. They thought it was an apparition of a ghost, and they were afraid. They were sorely afraid. And he had to shout from over there because he felt their fear. "Fear not, it is I, Jesus." And he said to be prepared for that. And I can tell you that one of the reactions that I felt is fear. There was an electric shock of fear and awe. It was more awe than fear, because but it rose to the level of fear. That was amazing. That was amazing.